Hey, so today what we're going to do is we're going to go back to basics on the blues. I'm going to show you guys how to play blues maybe for the first time, maybe for a beginner. This is going to be a great lesson. Even if you've already been playing blues for a while, I think this is something that you guys will be a light bulb moment for you, something that you guys have maybe not even realized that's there all along, but then all of a sudden once I show this to you guys, you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe I forgot that, or I never knew that. But this is really aimed towards more beginner players. So what we're going to do today is we're going to strip back all the music theory. We're going to get rid of it. We're going to do something super simple. I'm going to show you guys, like I always do, how to play these concepts across the fretboard. It's going to be an easy 12-bar blues type of progression. So we're going to take the first chord of the progression. It's all going to be in the key of G, so it's real easy. And then we're going to go to the 4 chord. This is the only music theory in it, I promise. And then we're going to go to the 5 chord. That is quintessential blues at the core, 12-bar blues, just 3 chords. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and then we're going to work our way down. So let's get started on this and have fun. My name is Shane. What we're going to do is this is going to be in the key of G. We're going to play just the essential 12-bar blues chords. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. So let's say, hopefully everybody knows right here, this is a G note. This is going to be on the 3rd fret on the top string, the lowest string, which would be E. So this is a G note. So what we're playing is an L shape. Think of it as an upside down L, or however you want to look at it. From my perspective, it might look a little bit different from yours. It looks like an L and upside down. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this note here. This is G. And we're going to drop down to this note right here. This is C. Then we're going to slide down, and this is D. As you can see right here on the fretboard, that's an L. So what this allows us to do, remember I said I don't want to use any music theory too much, but it's the 1, 4, 5 in the key of G. Just suffice to say that that is the blues, the essential basic blues progression. So we got 1, so what we could do is start playing blues immediately. We could start doing palm muting or open. And palm muting, what I mean is I'm resting my palm on the back of the strings here so it doesn't move. So, and then go to the next one, which is C, and then up to D, back to C, and then G, and then turn around to here to the D. So we could do some slide-in stuff, simple, like. So what I'm doing is I'm just sliding up a half step from F sharp to G. So then do the same thing here from the B to the C. And then here from the C sharp to the D. Okay, so here's what's cool about this. So we could start adding a little bit extra to it. So we've got this basic note that normally be like a bass player would play, but we can play it too. So let's add a power chord here. So let's add it here on the, we got our G note. Let's put our pinky or our ring finger right here on this, on the D. That gives us a power chord, a G power chord. Two notes, and if you want to, you can add the pinky and add a full 3 notes, but if it's too hard, just add the 2, so you could go. sliding in. If you can't slide in, it's okay, just play it. You could also start making full chords, because remember, on the blues and on the chords, it's all about variation. You guys can add, as long as you stay within the rhythm and you play the right note when the chord is changing, you can do whatever you want. So you could play a full bar chord if you guys can do bar chords, G7. So you could do. If you don't want to slide in, just stay on here. Okay, and then we're going to drop down here to this L part. But what we're going to do is we're going to play a normal a normal C chord. We're going to make it a 7 chord, and we're going to take our pinky right here, and we're going to put it right here on the G string. Take everything off. So it looks like this. We're going to put these back down. C7. And then we'll go up to our D7, same shape, because this is our root note, part of our L right here, this note. So we would go G7, C7, the D7, okay, so here's the really cool part. So we can move this L shape. Right here is a G note. So we can move this pattern, look at it right here on the fretboard. Same as this. So now we've got G, C, and D. So now we're going to do another chord voicing, or you can just play it like we were doing before. You can just get familiar with it, like that. Here is a G chord, kind of a triad. Don't worry about the names because we're trying to make it super simple. This is what this is, so you could play it like this. And I'm just playing these 3 strings. The D, the G, and the B string. And then we drop down here to this L part, which is C. And then we're going to play these bottom 3, or the top 3. Move our L up to here to D. Walk it down. Back to our G. Okay, so we've given ourselves multiple positions now, so now we've got 2, so we Okay, that little example, I was playing all different types of chords, the same chord, G, C, D, but just different variations. it just opens up a world of possibilities. So the last position I want to show you guys today is down here, or starting on the 8th fret. So you've got your G note here, right, on this middle position, starting here on the 5th fret. So you got, so here's a G note also, C and D. We can use this as a cool mechanism for soloing and making little licks and lead lines in it. So we've got the G right here, we could slide into it. And then our C, D, So when we're doing this, what we could do is we could play more chords if we wanted to. Here's a G chord right here. Three strings here. Looks just like this. Then we can come up here to a C chord here. And then up to D. Okay, so the beauty of this whole thing now is that I've showed you these 3 different positions, we can use this easy L shape to start branching out a little bit, and we can start playing some really cool little licks within this 12-bar blues chord progression that I've showed you guys, and showed you these different versions in different areas. So let's say we're vamping here on the 1 chord, right? So G. You could come right down here and play on here. Right? That would be over the 1, and then when you switch to the 4 chord, the C, back to the 1. Then we go to 5. And then back to here. Okay, so let's go up to the higher register. So we got here, we got the G, right? We'll go. And then we go to the 4. Back to the 1. The 5. Something like that is what I'm talking about. So you can add and just do all these cool variations. So work on that and just take your time. You don't need to go super fast. You just take your time, methodically go through them, play 1 chord, and then play that little L shape. Just go through that up and down the fretboard. And then when you get good at that, you guys can start branching out. So in the next lesson here, what I'm going to show you is some extra little spicy pieces, a little bit of walking bass line that you guys can add to this. It's going to be something I think you guys are really going to enjoy after you learn this first part. So stay tuned for the next lesson that comes out. Be sure to watch that. In the meantime, check out some other videos I've done here on blues and different aspects. And if you guys haven't already liked and subscribed to the channel, I really would appreciate that. Also, comment down below and let me know how I'm doing, and let me know where you're at in your journey in playing guitar. You guys have a super day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.